Good Tuesday morning. If you thought it was cold, just wait.
Oh, yes. Those brutal temperatures are about to plunge even lower. It is January 20th. This is Today. Arctic blast, sub-zero wind chill stretching from the Midwest to New England this morning. Millions more bracing for yet another round of snow after whiteout conditions triggered this 100-vehicle pileup in Michigan. Al's full forecast straight ahead. Doubling down. President Trump traveling to Europe today, set to make a new push to take control of Greenland.
We have to have it. They have to have this done.
This after the president's text exchange with a world leader makes headlines connecting his Greenland gold to not winning the Nobel Peace Prize. We'll have the very latest. Breaking overnight, urgent manhunt. A gunman on the loose after shooting an Indiana judge and his wife inside their home.
They advised there was a knock on the door. Someone advised we have your dog, and then a shot came through the door.
We'll have an update on their conditions and the race to track down the shooter. Breaking his silence. David and Victoria Beckham's son, Brooklyn, speaking out for the first time about his long-rumored feud with his famous parents. Just ahead, his stunning claims accusing them of trying to ruin his marriage and attacks in the press, and why he has no plans to reconcile. Inside the heist, stunning new video of that brazen jewel theft at the Louvre as it unfolded, just now coming to light. What it reveals about the high-profile robbery and where the months-long search for those priceless treasures now stands. Those stories, plus flipping the script, the growing push to save cursive handwriting.
Make sure it's anchored on a line.
Inside the Lost Arts' big comeback in the classroom and the surprising benefits that come with learning it at an early age. And Hoosier hysteria.
Mendoza weaves his way first and goal, diving toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Indiana topples Miami to win the school's first ever college football national title, putting the finishing touches on an undefeated season.
The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
And setting off a historic celebration in the streets of Bloomington. We've got all the highlights today, Tuesday, January 20th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. Thank you so much for starting your Tuesday off with us. Chanel is in while Savannah remains on the mend after vocal surgery.
Good morning.
Indiana, long known, of course, for basketball. Not last night, the Hoosiers winning its first football national championship ever. They topped Miami 27-21. Stayed up, watched the game. It was a fun one to watch.
I mean, you put it in slow-mo and it gives it that much more of an effect. You talked about a historic celebration. Take a look at this. The Empire State Building here in New York City lit up in Hoosiers colors overnight.
Everybody's celebrating Indiana this morning. We'll get to that in just a moment. But we want to start once again with even more winter weather hitting a huge swath of the country.
In Michigan, blinding snow triggered this massive pileup of more than 100 vehicles. In fact, police estimate 30 to 40 semi-trucks were involved in the accident.
Meanwhile, more than 40 million are under cold weather advisories from the Midwest to right here in the Northeast, even down in Central Florida.
But despite that cold weather, Mother Nature did manage to put on quite a show overnight. Look at this, the northern lights visible across much of the northern U.S. and as far as south as Alabama.
Al standing by with the details on the forecast. First, though, NBC's Aaron McLaughlin is right here in frigid Manhattan, where it's just 17 degrees right now, huh, Aaron?
Craig, good morning. That's right. It's shockingly cold out here in New York City. Temperatures dropped about another 10 degrees. And that's the case around a large part of the country, even all the way down to Florida. That extreme weather is creating chaos both on the roads and in the air, making post-holiday travel a nightmare. This morning, the polar plunge punching through the heart of the country, from Minnesota to Maine, with frigid temps stretching all the way down to Florida, and more than 40 million under cold weather alerts. The wicked weather wreaking havoc on the nation's roads. In Michigan, whiteout conditions near the Great Lakes.
That sounds like there might be some injuries.
And a 100-car pileup near Grand Rapids with numerous injuries after multiple tractor trailers spun out.
I went off the edge.
Cars forced off the road and down an embankment. Drivers stranded in potentially deadly temps.
I can't open my door.
Oh, yeah, it's jammed down here.
Folks urged to stay in their cars until school buses arrived to take them to safety. Chaos on the highways and in the skies. Thousands of delays reported at the nation's airports Monday as folks made their way home after the holiday weekend. The travel despite temperatures plummeting across the Midwest, fueling a surge in the number of emergency calls in Milwaukee, with wind chills as low as -24. How dangerous are these temps?
I mean, very dangerous. When we have weather like this, really minutes count.
You can get frostbite in a few minutes.
In a few minutes, yeah, under 10 minutes in weather like this, when you have that blowing wind along with the cold.
From western New York to Ohio to New England, they're digging out and cleaning up from the weekend as temps drop another 10 degrees. And experts say the key to safely getting through these really dangerous temps is to limit the amount of time you spend outside and layer up. Think hands, feet, head. And remember, you saw that scary crash in Michigan. If you're out on the roads, make sure you have an emergency kit in your car with food, water, and first aid and other supplies. Craig.
All right, good tips there. Aaron McLaughlin for us there. Aaron, thank you.
All right, let's bring in Al. Mr. Roker, this cold will be sticking around for a while?
Yeah, in fact, we are going to see some reinforcing amounts of cold air. Good morning, everybody. Hope the thermostat is not clicking on too much for you. But between this west coast ridge of high pressure and this Hudson Bay low, this is air that's coming straight out of the Arctic, from the Arctic Ocean all the way down. And as you heard, from Orlando all the way down to Fort Myers, we've got cold advisories. Duluth, Minnesota, Allentown, Pennsylvania, 43 million people. Right now, it feels like 18 below with the wind chill in Detroit, -3 in Beckley, 4 at LaGuardia, -13 Minneapolis. And the cold continues today. Daytime highs, 17 in Watertown with a wind chill of 1. Chicago, it's going to feel like 11 today, only 9 in Sioux Falls, 10 in New York City. And take a look as we move into tonight. A wind chill of 3 in Boston, bitterly cold with single digits and teens for air temperatures. And then we've got reinforcing cold air coming in. Chicago by Friday, your air temperature 1 degree, 16 in Cincinnati, 18 on Saturday in New York City. And guys, not only do we have this to contend with, but there's another major storm coming as we head on toward the end of the week. So we got a lot to talk about.
All right, that cold's here for a while. Thanks, buddy. We'll come back to you in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, also this morning, there's a new twist in President Trump's escalating push to acquire Greenland. Now, linking it to a perceived Nobel Peace Prize snub in a text message to Norway's prime minister. And it's leading to a new outcry from some of America's European allies, even as the president travels to the region today. NBC senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez has all the latest for us. Gabe, good morning.
Craig, good morning. It has been an extraordinary 24 hours, with world leaders publicly sharing text messages between themselves as tensions escalate between allies. Later today, as you mentioned, President Trump will leave the White House and head to Europe for the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, where he now says he's agreed to meetings about the future of Greenland. Overnight, tensions ramping up over Greenland after President Trump attended college football's national championship game in Miami with his family. The president saying he'll tell European leaders America aims to take over the territory, which is currently controlled by Denmark.
Look, we have to have it. They have to have this done.
The president later posting an image of him planting a flag on the Arctic island. But Europe's been pushing back, with more Danish troops arriving in Greenland.
We see this as unnecessary and irresponsible.
And the office of French President Emmanuel Macron confirming he sent a text message to Trump, which the president also posted. Macron writing that the two are aligned on issues like Syria and Iran, but, quote, I do not understand what you are doing on Greenland. The president has framed his long-standing interest on the territory of 57,000 people around defense.
If we don't have it, we have a big hole in national security.
Saying it's a gateway to threats from Russia and China, which Denmark and others deny. Greenland is also rich in resources, including rare earth minerals that are used in electronics and high-tech manufacturing, including the AI boom. All of those fields part of a growing race between the U.S. and China, though Trump has said he's interested in security, not minerals. Other European leaders also reaching out to the president. In a remarkable disclosure, Norway's prime minister revealing he sent a text message to Trump asking for a phone call and saying we should all work to take this down and de-escalate. Norway says the president responded, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. He's very preoccupied with the Nobel Peace Prize, Norway's prime minister told reporters, adding the Nobel Committee selects the prize winners, not the Norwegian government. Overnight, the president firing back.
No, I don't care about the Nobel Prize. If anybody thinks that Norway doesn't control the Nobel Prize, they're just kidding.
Amid the possibility of new tariffs and a reignited trade war over Greenland, market futures are down sharply this morning. Also at the World Economic Forum in Davos, the president is set to unveil his Board of Peace to oversee the reconstruction of Gaza. Among the world leaders invited to join the board, Russian President Vladimir Putin. Greg.
Gabe Gutierrez from the White House. Gabe, thank you.
Meantime, the pushback against the Trump administration's ongoing immigration raids in Minneapolis is spreading nationwide. Demonstrations held yesterday in New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, and Atlanta. The White House is now vowing consequences for Sunday's high-profile protest inside a Minnesota church. NBC's Maggie Vespa joins us with the latest. Maggie, good morning.
Chanel, good morning. A civil rights attorney who was part of that church protest telling me she has no regrets. That's despite the Department of Justice now vowing a federal investigation into that demonstration as tensions soar here in Minneapolis and nationwide. A massive show of solidarity with Minneapolis, with protesters in multiple cities marking Martin Luther King Day by taking to the streets.
If Dr. King were alive today, he'd be admonishing us across the nation to stand up and march for Renee Good.
Renee Good! Meanwhile, Sunday's protest at a St. Paul church under an intensifying spotlight. Demonstrators claiming a pastor at City's church runs local ICE operations.
What you saw there was anti-Christian, anti-law enforcement rioters storming a church.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche arguing protesters broke federal law.
You are not allowed to stop people from worshiping, and you're not allowed to intimidate or impede them.
The church invited us in.
Civil rights attorney Nakima Levy-Armstrong was one of the protesters. She says federal authorities have not contacted her about an investigation.
They need to be investigating Jonathan Ross for the killing of Renee Good, not trying to weaponize their power against nonviolent, peaceful demonstrators.
Homeland Security previously saying Ross acted in self-defense, accusing Good of weaponizing her vehicle. And the FBI says while the shooting remains under investigation, quote, the facts do not support a civil rights investigation. With protests raging in Minneapolis, President Trump threatening to send in active duty troops to quell unrest. There are also growing calls for an investigation after a man arrested by ICE officers in Minneapolis earlier this month died after being transferred to a facility in Texas. Senator Tina Smith calling it another senseless tragedy, saying ICE has an obligation to keep detainees safe. In a statement, ICE says contract security found the man, Victor Manuel Diaz, unresponsive in his cell, adding Diaz was from Nicaragua and in the country illegally, calling his death a presumed suicide that remains under investigation. Diaz's death, for what it's worth, marking the 6th in ICE custody so far this year. Meanwhile, another major headline we're following this morning, the Trump administration saying it will appeal a judge's ruling limiting federal officers' tactics against peaceful protesters, and that includes detaining citizens who follow or observe ICE officers without interfering. Chanel.
All right, Maggie, thank you.
We turn now to an urgent manhunt that is underway in Indiana this morning. A gunman opened fire on a judge and his wife at the couple's home in Lafayette. NBC's Sam Brock following that investigation. Sam, good morning.
Craig, Chanel, good morning. Just incredibly disturbing, and also the latest attack in a string of attacks against public officials. This time the victims are a judge who served on the bench for more than a decade, along with his wife in their suburban home. Now authorities are racing to track down a suspect, with the shooter still at large. This morning, an urgent manhunt in Indiana after a judge and his wife were shot inside their home.
Additional units is possibly going to be a shooting.
State Court Judge Stephen Meyer and his wife Kimberly are both now recovering in stable condition. Police found shotgun casings at the couple's home in Lafayette, Indiana, and a 911 dispatch describing the terrifying events on Sunday.
They advised there was a knock on the door. Someone advised we have your dog, and a shot came through the door. They don't know who shot him.
While authorities are investigating, the shooter is still at large. Meyer had served as a city council member and ran for office as a Democrat. He recently announced his upcoming retirement from the bench. Now the Chief Justice of the state sounding the alarm, saying in a statement, quote, "I worry about the safety of all of our judges. Any violence against a judge or a judge's family is completely unacceptable." It comes as multiple judges have been killed at their homes in recent years amid an uptick in political violence targeting public figures, including the shooting of Charlie Kirk, the firebombing of Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's home, and the assassination of Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband. That alleged shooter also injuring Senator John Hoffman at his home, according to authorities. Hoffman opening up this week.
One bullet I saw come through the door actually hit me here. This one was 2 millimeters from my heart.
Now calling for unity against the threats.
It's not about me. It's about what we do collectively.
While back in Indiana, the community coming together, Kimberly Meyer acknowledging the outpouring of support and saying, quote, "Everyone has been so kind and compassionate." And while authorities have yet to identify a motive or description of the shooter, the mayor says every available resource is being utilized in this case. Law enforcement says resources at the local, state, and federal level are all being deployed, guys, as the search continues for the person responsible. And thankfully, it does appear that the couple, the judge and his wife, are recovering and doing okay this week.
Yeah, that's good news, but so troubling. Sam, thank you.
All right, switching gears now to a historic night in college football. The Indiana Hoosiers celebrating the school's first national title after holding off Miami to cap an undefeated season. NBC's Kaylee Hartung is here with the highlights. Hey, Kaylee.
Hey, good morning, guys. This really is one of the greatest Cinderella stories in modern sports history. When Kirk Cignetti became Indiana's head coach 2 years ago, he took over a program that had lost more football games than any other team in history. The Hoosiers' ascent has been nothing short of spectacular, and by the looks of it, they are just getting started.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
The University of Indiana capping off a perfect season.
Mendoza weaves his way first and goal, diving toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Taking down the Miami Hurricanes 27-21 to win the program's first national championship.
Everybody doubted us at the beginning of the year. We didn't make it this far, not to lay it on the line.
With NFL legend Tom Brady watching from the sidelines, Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza playing through some big hits, and a bloody lip to lead IU to a hard-fought victory at Miami's home stadium, just a few miles from where he grew up. On campus back in Bloomington, the Hoosier faithful roaring with excitement. With both defenses bringing the heat in South Florida, Indiana finally found the end zone in the second quarter.
They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana.
The Canes, scoreless at the half, started rolling.
Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the front race.
Their star running back racing 57 yards to get Miami on the board, receiving a stamp of approval from his mom in the stands. Needing a big play to retake control, the Hoosiers dialed one up.
Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown!
But Miami quarterback Carson Beck led his team right back down the field.
Fletcher walks in. Miami touchdown.
Then, under the watchful eye of head coach Kirk Cignetti, it was his Heisman winner's turn.
Mendoza weaves his way first and goal, diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's where he won the Heisman Trophy.
A championship run for the ages.
Let me tell you, we won the national championship at Indiana University. It can be done.
They did it. And right after the trophy presentation, Fernando Mendoza, he rushed to find his family in the crowd. Get this, both of his parents went to the University of Miami, but they are, of course, their son's biggest fans. And you see his mom, Elsa, there in a wheelchair. Yeah. Fernando says watching his mom battle multiple sclerosis and win that fight every day has instilled in him the never-ending optimism to never give up.
That's beautiful.
I watched that post-game interview last night with Mendoza. Class act, everything about it. And Cignetti, too. I mean, Cignetti, they coached at JMU for years, and just to see those guys pull it off, and a perfect season at that.
That was great.
An incredible story.
Also, glad you thought out from Chicago.
Me too.
What'd you say? You had 8 battery-powered?
8 batteries powering the clothing.
Under her clothes.
Good night.
Exactly.
Kaylee Hartung was at that Chicago Bears game now.
Oh, yeah.
Sideline.
And we were watching.
God.
So, but now what we're watching is some really rough weather. Snowfall from Indiana all the way to upstate New York. These feeder bands could be bringing upwards of 4 feet of snow. 4 feet of snow for the Tug Hill Plateau. But the rest of the area, we're going to be looking at 2 to 4 in Erie. Chicago, you may see another 2 inches. Marquette, Michigan, about 2. But you ain't seen nothing yet. When we come back in the next half hour, we got a major storm to talk about. But we're going to get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
We're back, 7:30. Back to the little magic mic to start your day.
Carson Craig on the back left.
Far from it. Carson maybe in the front. So we're showing this to you because the star of that hit franchise, Mr. Channing Tatum himself, stopping by the Plaza in the next hour. He's going to stop by with some exciting news. Check it out, Carson.
Look at it.
When Channing arrives, he's going to be greeted by that massive crowd.
Huge.
Because a lot of them are nurses, future nurses.
Oh, that's great.
They're braving the cold to celebrate CRNA Week. Always a big deal here.
Always.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love them.
Appreciate that. All right, we've got a lot to get to this half hour. Starting with a high-profile family rift laid bare.
David and Victoria Beckham's eldest son, Brooklyn, taking to social media, sharing a lengthy post about his relationship with his parents and saying that he's standing up for himself for the first time. NBC's Molly Hunter is in London with those details. Molly, good morning.
Guys, good morning. A lot of details this morning. So the rumors of conflict between Brooklyn Beckham and his iconic parents, David and Victoria, have reached new levels. And David Beckham is actually at Davos this week and was asked about it this morning. Take a look.
This morning, a bitter family feud is brewing after explosive claims from within one of Britain's most famous families. Brooklyn Beckham speaking out about the alleged clash with his superstar parents, soccer legend David Beckham, and former Spice Girl turned fashion designer Victoria Beckham. In a series of 6 Instagram stories shared Monday, Brooklyn wrote in part, "I do not want to reconcile with my family," adding, "I have been silent for years and made every effort to keep these matters private." The majority of the 26-year-old statement focused on his marriage to actress Nicola Peltz Beckham, who sometimes appears in his social media clips as a budding culinary content creator.
I have my sous chef.
Brooklyn alleging his parents have been trying endlessly to ruin my relationship since before my wedding, and it hasn't stopped. Now he claims his mother derailed some of their wedding plans. Writing, she canceled making Nicola's dress in the 11th hour, despite how excited she was to wear her design, and even hijacked my first dance with my wife. The former Spice Girl joined today, just months after Brooklyn's wedding in 2022.
It was a beautiful wedding, and as a mother, to see my son so happy means so much.
Nearly 2 years later, Nicola discussed joining the Beckham family.
And Brooklyn grew up so close with his family, so now for us to all be able to spend so much time together, I feel so lucky.
In 2024, Brooklyn opened up here on Today about the connection between his wife and family.
My mum and dad love her. You know, everyone gets along, which I'm so happy about.
Now, he writes, his wife is consistently disrespected by his family. On New Year's Eve, David posting these throwback images with Brooklyn and the rest of his family with the caption, "You are my life." And this morning in Davos, David Beckham ignoring questions by our partners at Sky News.
David, do you have a message for Brooklyn this morning? David, you disappointed family business is being aired in public?
Now, no comment from Sir David right there walking by Sky News' cameras. Brooklyn also posted on social media that his parents tried to bribe him to sign away the rights to his name, also saying, quote, "Brand Beckham comes first." NBC News has reached out to a rep for Brooklyn, but has not heard back. Guys.
All right, Molly, thank you.
Still to come. Last year's stunning jewel heist at the Louvre. Back in the headlines this morning, we're going to show you what some never-before-seen video of that crime as it unfolded, what it's now revealing.
But first, Emily Kett is looking into growing push in schools to save cursive handwriting.
Guys, if your penmanship was put to the test, how would your cursive hold up? While we're using cursive less and less, there is this growing push from schools to bring it back to the classrooms. Coming up, we are diving in to this return and comeback of cursive. Stay with us.
We are back at 7:38 with In Depth Today. This morning, the growing push to save cursive handwriting.
With a bigger emphasis on computers and other tech in the classroom, the art of longhand has been slowly fading, but now a number of states are flipping the script, actually requiring students to put pen to paper.
NBC's Emily Aketa is here with that story. Hey, Em.
Hey, guys. Good morning to you. A bit of a change up here. Consider, when was the last time you read something in cursive outside of a signature? Maybe a postcard from grandma or a historical document in a museum. It's no secret the practice of cursive has faded, yet more states are bringing back requirements to teach it as a new generation of students goes old school.
In the age of typing, scrolling, and voice-to-text, putting a pen to paper has become more uncommon.
Make sure it's anchored on a line.
But a growing number of states are making sure students don't write off the practice of cursive, considered a lost art by some.
I always do those little scrolls, I don't know why.
And brain buster by others.
Those are Z's.
They look like ours to me.
This week, New Jersey's governor signing a new law requiring school districts to incorporate instruction on cursive handwriting into 3rd through 5th grade. Other states, including Georgia, Kentucky, and California, recently enacted similar requirements in a perhaps surprising comeback of cursive seen across half the country.
Do you think other states will follow suit?
I do. Language arts experts like Leslie Zaroya say the move is backed by science, with cursive writing shown to improve reading, memory, and fine motor skills in children.
It shows how students can make those connections between letters to form words and then be able to read that in phrasing, in chunks.
Advocates say it also serves a practical purpose, like signing your name and reading important historical documents, an increasingly rare skill.
To Wyndham and jolly words.
That studies show has been in decline for years with advancing technology.
They don't need to bring cursive back into schools. It's obsolete, the same way Morse code is obsolete.
This emotional scene.
You and I are done. This is for you.
Over a letter from Conrad's mom in The Summer I Turned Pretty, prompting the show's creator to post a printed version on social media, writing, "'Cause I know some of y'all can't read cursive."
I'm going to make a Gen X impassioned plea to bring back cursive.
But handwriting isn't consigned to the history books yet, as more kids are learning the loops once again.
The National Archives even calls cursive a superpower and has actually been recruiting people who can help read it to help transcribe Revolutionary War era documents ahead of America's 250th birthday. So the question is, are you up for the challenge? This is my subpart
penmanship is beautiful.
I'm like spending here as my spot's airing. Okay, slowly.
Well Did you learn penmanship in school?
For sure.
Yeah.
And
what about you guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we're kind of all the same age, but the kids now aren't learning it. I mean,
now more states are. They're bringing it back. It makes sense, right? As you're connecting each letter, helping understand each word. So.
Or you have to learn it just to read the old stuff. Even if you don't use it, you got to learn it so you can read historical documents.
But just to play devil's advocate, if you're a teacher and you've got, a certain number of hours in the day, and you have to, science, math, you've got these other subjects that require a fair amount of time on task.
What do you prioritize?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of all the cards like Christmas I've written my kids, thoughtful meanings they've never probably understood.
Can't understand.
But is your go-to like print, like the black?
I have like a
letters?
I have a hybrid too.
Same here.
It's kind of messy.
Yeah. Well, you're right. You're a cursive or a print guy?
I do both.
You do both?
Yeah. And it's like the digital clock and an analog clock.
Yeah, you have a quill pen, don't you?
I do, actually. I do. I dip it in a little inkwell. It's fantastic. But,
and a pocket watch.
Emily, thank you so much for keeping us in the loop.
Yeah.
Really Pete Breen gave me that one, so we're down in the control room. Hey, okay, so here, take a look at what could be coming at us this week. Friday, big snowstorm developing over the Rockies and the plains. Wintry mix of ice threatening the southern plains, Oklahoma City, Dallas, ice. This storm on Saturday moves. We're talking about from the mid-Atlantic states all the way to Texas. Maybe an ice storm. We're talking about snow to the north, rain down to the Gulf, and then we move into Sunday. Snow threatening parts of the Northeast. Heavy precipitation of frozen and liquid versions. Storm impacts. We're looking at snow from Amarillo, Texas, all the way to the Northeast. Ice from Raleigh to San Angelo and Houston, and heavy rain down through the Gulf. Snowfall-wise, we are talking about the potential for heavy snow from Roswell, New Mexico, Oklahoma City, Memphis, Chattanooga, Norfolk, and lighter snow as you move to the north. But this could be a very impactful system right through the weekend, guys. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather, hashtag PSSP.
All right, Uncle Al, time for your favorite four letters. PSSP. Yesterday, of course, was Dolly Parton's big 80th birthday. The Queen of Country celebrating in style with this special surprise from U2 and Bono.
Wow, this is from Bono. I did it! Are you calling me an old bag? No.
In no way at all. No.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Does that remind you of your 40th birthday, Jenna?
It does. One of the best days of my life. It sure does.
What happened on your 40th?
Well, I know. I'm like, I thought you had clips. Bono surprised me with, I was with him, and he surprised me with the marching band.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
I forgot about
Central
that.
Park.
You got a whole band.
Central
Dolly
Park.
got the bagpiper.
It's kind of amazing.
I couldn't
That's
believe
impressive.
It was COVID times, but it was one of the best surprises. It was a boost. All right, and we have another boost on the way. Anna Guinness. Can you believe it?
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
We have an exciting one this morning featuring a special surprise from Savannah right after this.
Oh, yes. We're back with a little No Doubt, Don't Speak to set up Jenna's morning boost because you got a special. You got a special in this morning.
You're not saying I shouldn't speak.
Never.
Should you? Okay,
No.
Hooked up an extra special one this morning. Since we're missing Savannah so much while she recovers from vocal surgery, we figured it'd be fun to give her another call. We need to check in. She is still on vocal rest, but she's looking gorgeous.
Hey there.
And you have your whiteboard?
Oh,
Hi, Savannah. We miss you. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Love you. We love you too.
You know what? I think it'd be easier for me to just talk.
Savannah,
Well played.
careful.
Wow.
What's happening?
So I am still on vocal rest, but I'm allowed to talk for about
Wow, you sound great.
Let her talk.
5 to 10 minutes every hour. This is my new voice, or
It's
my old
beautiful.
voice.
Sounds the same.
But my new voice.
No, it sounds. You actually.
It sounds a
you
lot
sound, you sound like markedly
But I mean, it
better.
doesn't sound bad. It sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think the good news is that, it worked. So, and Chanel knows she went through this and had this surgery, and it's kind of slow recovery. Like, you're allowed to talk, and then you start it. If you talk too much,
You feel
which
it.
is a real risk for me, you start to you feel it. So you just have to really take it easy.
Have you given it a good test drive yet and yelled at the kids?
Actually, yes, a long weekend will bring that out.
So
Especially Mike had to travel. It was like it finally got there. Yeah.
You sound great.
You sound
Really
amazing.
When do you get to come back? We miss you.
Well, I'm gonna come back to the show, I think next Monday.
Great.
But Friday I'm gonna come and we're gonna do a little story about just what this whole thing has been like and the surgery, and hopefully You know, I'm surprised. I've heard like so many people have been so sweet and read comments, and it's very common. I knew that because of Chanel, but people that talk a lot, like teachers, you know, for example, a lot of people have told me they've had this exact same thing.
Well, it's a teachable moment too, because we kind of take our voices for granted until they don't work. You sound fantastic,
and you look great.
That's right.
Well, I miss y'all.
We miss you.
By the way, this one's I have a boost for you. So people have been sending me funny gifts. So this one.
That's hilarious.
Can't talk on my mahjong. Vocal rest. And this one's for you. I don't even understand it, Jenna, but here.
Don't make me use my mahjong voice.
I understand it, and I understand your mahjong voice very well. I miss you. We miss playing mahjong.
You sound great. Okay, so no more talking.
Love you guys.
By the way,
see you Friday.
She gets 10 minutes of talk time a day, and she just gave us like a fifth of it.
I know.
Still ahead, you looking to check out the Sphere in Vegas. If you can't make it out there on PopStar, we're going to tell you about the new big plans to build a brand new Sphere right here on the East Coast. We'll tell you what we know all about that after a quick check. Your local news and weather.
Love you, SG.
I should stop talking.
It's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, bitter blast this morning. Millions waking up to freezing temperatures all across the country, while snowy conditions wreak havoc on the nation's roads.
I went off the edge.
Al's got everything you need to know. Then, Exhibit A, a look inside the Louvre heist. For the very first time, what stunning new surveillance video now reveals as the search for those precious jewels enters its 4th month. And going up, new year, new costs as the price of prescription drugs continues to rise. Luckily, Vicky Wynn has found some clever ways to bring them down. Details straight ahead. All that plus Spotify now throwing it back to 2016.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
The Sphere lands a new location. And really catching up with Luke Combs.
Saying you don't like country music is like saying you don't like bread.
It's all ahead in PopStar today, Tuesday, January 20th, 2026.
Hi, Lol, I love you. Girls Trip to the Today Show. Celebrating CRNA Week from Rutgers University. Foster University. And Columbia University. Visiting from Indianapolis, Indiana. And from Fairfax, Virginia. Good morning to our friends and family in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
From DC to NYC.
Today, Dad turns 80.
Man, that guy's 80. Wow, all right.
Nice.
Happy birthday, sir. And welcome back to today on this Tuesday morning. So glad you're with us. So glad all those folks are out in the plaza braving the cold.
Huge crowd today, and it is freezing outside. So we'll head out and visit them in just a bit.
Yeah, let's start with your news at 8, and that is your news at 8 o'clock. We're going to start with those bitter cold temperatures stretching from the Midwest to right here in the New England area, even down to Florida. 67 million people under cold weather alerts this morning. The harsh weather also wreaking havoc on the nation's roads as well. Check this out. A 100-car pileup near Grand Rapids, Michigan. Numerous injuries there after multiple tractor trailers spun out. Meanwhile, thousands of flight delays yesterday as travelers were making their way home after our long holiday weekend. Let's check in with Al once again for a look at those trouble spots right now. This cold is dangerous.
That's right, and it's not going away anytime soon. Good morning, everybody. Between high pressure out west, a low pressure over Hudson Bay, Canada. This is air direct from the Arctic, and it is brutally cold. We've got 43 million people from Minnesota all the way down to Florida under cold weather advisories. Right now, it feels like minus 15 in Alpena, minus 4 in Beckley, West Virginia, New York City, 3 degrees above. For today, temperatures not getting out of the teens and 20s, wind chill single digits to below 0. And then it continues for tonight. We've got those bitterly cold temperatures, 0 wind chill in Albany, 3 in Pittsburgh. Boston, it's going to feel like 3 degrees. And really, take a look at these air temperatures. Minneapolis, you'll be minus 8 on Friday, 1 in Chicago. Erie, 16. Wind chills will be even colder. Chicago on Friday, you're going to feel like minus 17. Richmond will feel like 9. New York City by Saturday feels like 5. And then Friday into Sunday, we've got a cross-country storm with bitterly cold air down to the Gulf. Ice could be significant icing from San Angelo to Raleigh and heavier snow from Amarillo, Texas into the mid-Atlantic. Guys, this is going to be a very impactful storm on top of already bitterly cold
single digits on Saturday. All right.
Get ready. All right. Thank you, Al. Dozens of beaches on the east coast of Australia are closed again today after 4 shark attacks in just 2 days. Authorities warn that recent rainfall has left the water murky, which has increased the risk of bull shark attacks. There were 3 attacks around Sydney and another incident about 250 miles north of the city. This morning, 2 of those victims are in critical condition.
Dramatic new surveillance video shows the Louvre jewel heist as it unfolded. The footage giving us a rare glimpse of the brazen thieves who stole millions of dollars in crown jewels. Most of those jewels are still missing. NBC's Raf Sanchez has the very latest. Raf, good morning.
Craig, good morning. Yeah, it's been called the heist of the century, but it took just 4 minutes of smashing and grabbing for the thieves to make off with those historic French treasures. Now, for the first time, we are seeing how those 4 minutes played out in detail.
This morning, for the first time, we're seeing the Louvre jewel heist up close. Surveillance video aired by French broadcaster TF1 shows 2 thieves using circular saws and then their fists to smash display cases inside the famed Paris Museum's Apollo Gallery. And then snatching $102 million worth of France's crown jewels before climbing back down this ladder truck and escaping on mopeds into the rush hour traffic. 3 months since October's brazen daylight robbery, French prosecutors say 4 men are in custody, including the pair seen on CCTV. One man's girlfriend has also been charged as an accomplice. But there's still no sign of the missing treasures, including this necklace Napoleon Bonaparte gave to his second wife. With every passing day, fears grow that they may be lost forever. Alexandre Portier, a French lawmaker leading a parliamentary investigation into the heist, told us last year, "I fear that these jewels have already been cut to pieces." The Louvre, the world's most popular museum, raised ticket prices last week for Americans and other non-European visitors. It now costs $37 per adult, as the museum tries to fund upgrades to its infrastructure, including the security systems that failed so badly during the heist.
We didn't cause the robberies or, some of the issues that has happened, but we're the ones that are going to pay the consequences.
And unless the stolen jewels are recovered, French authorities say there will always be a hole in the heart of the Grand Museum.
And the French prosecutor leading the case says she has not given up hope that the jewels may still be recovered, but she is acknowledging that those 4 men in custody are not cooperating. And so for now, this sprawling investigation continues. Craig?
All right. Raf Sanchez for us. Raf, thank you.
Now to a big shakeup in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills yesterday firing their longtime head coach, Sean McDermott. It comes after Buffalo's heartbreaking playoff loss to Denver last weekend. McDermott coached the Bills for 9 seasons, taking the team to the playoffs 8 times.
Sean McDermott will not be out of a job long.
No, not at all.
How about for the Raiders?
We'll take him. We'll take him. The bar in Las Vegas is way down here. If he could get us to 500, that'd be like winning the Super Bowl. Guys, coming up on Popstart, an interesting new take from Matt Damon revealing how the world of streaming and watching movies now on our phones is really changing Hollywood.
All right, first though, Vicky Nguyen is here to help us cope with a common complaint these days especially. We're talking about the rising costs of prescription drugs. Hey, Vic.
Hey, good morning, Craig and Chanel. New year, new prescription drug costs because your deductibles have reset, or maybe you don't have health insurance at all. Either way, I will have tips to help you save on your medicine. That's next, right here on Today.
Back at 8:14 this morning on Today's Consumer, we are helping you manage the soaring cost of prescription drugs.
Yeah, top of mind for a lot of folks right now. The list price on hundreds of medications is increasing this year with a typical hike of about 4%. The good news, though, there are some strategies to help lower those costs. whether you have insurance or you pay out of pocket.
That is good news. So here to show us how is NBC's Chief Consumer Investigative Correspondent, Vicki Wing. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, guys.
All right, so let's dig in here. Let's start with how people can save if you have insurance plans, how to sift through all of that and find the best deals on their medication.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to look at it because your deductible has reset, or maybe you're starting a new insurance plan, so you need to know which are the pharmacies that are in your network. You can check your insurance company's website. You can call that number on the back of the 800 number on the back of your card. Also, I want you to call your local pharmacies because although it doesn't make sense, sometimes it is cheaper to pay for your medicines out of pocket.
Yeah.
Even when you have insurance, you need to have that conversation and ask. And also go to the website of the drug maker. Usually there are some coupons, especially if you're starting a new medicine, that can help offset some of the costs.
Sometimes I've found at the pharmacy that they'll give you a coupon too.
Yes. Always ask.
Yeah, the pharmacist will give it to you.
That's a good tip.
What if you don't have insurance, Vic? A lot of folks out there watching, listening, they just can't afford insurance.
27 million people do not have insurance in this country, and that's probably a low estimate according to the most recent census data. That number is likely to go up this year because of the Affordable Care Act and the subsidies that have expired. And so what you do need to do is at the very beginning, when your doctor is prescribing you a new medicine, or you call your doctor now, or you go to the pharmacist and you say, is there an alternative that is as effective? Is there a generic? Is there something that is more cost effective for me? Don't be afraid to ask about that, because just like everything else, you have to negotiate the prices of your medicine, and you can shop around and you can find deals. It takes some work, but it's doable. Also, check out this website, GoodRx. That is a site that has a lot of coupons. It also allows you to compare the price of your medicine across CVS, Walgreens. If you're a member of Costco, you should definitely check with them because some of their medicine prices are low. Mark Cuban has this website. He's had it for years now, Cost Plus Drugs. It doesn't have all of the drugs out there, but if you can find your medicine there, the cost will be much, much lower. And then if you go to your drug maker, a lot of them have a direct-to-consumer cash price. For example, AbbVie, Lilly, Pfizer. So you need to find out who makes your medicine and check their website.
That's good advice. And, there's so much, I guess, in the news lately about healthcare policy.
Yes.
Can you sift through it for us? Like maybe what consumers really need to know?
Chanel, let's start with the good news, right? If you are on Medicare, you have seen the prices of 10 popular drugs go down 40 to 80% thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act. Things like Eliquis, which is a blood thinner, Jardiance, a very common diabetes medicine. So for seniors, that is reducing their out-of-pocket costs. Now, under the Trump administration, the president has announced his Trump RX website, and he's already negotiated some deals for those popular GLP-1 drugs like Wegovy and Zepbound to lower prices if you are paying cash. The website is supposed to launch sometime in early this year. We don't have a lot of specifics. We don't have a full list of the medicines that will be available. We talked with health experts who say, look, if you have insurance, probably not going to make a huge difference for you. But for someone who is uninsured or wants to pay cash out of pocket, you could see dramatically lower prices.
I mean, the reality is, Vic, millions of Americans simply can't afford their prescription drugs right now. If you can't afford a drug and you need the drug, what can you do? What's your recourse?
Please don't ration those drugs, Craig. There are resources. So check with the local and state programs in your area. You do have to be proactive. You have to ask questions. You have to be an advocate for yourself. But there are also nonprofits and charitable organizations that will help fund those medicines that you need. Start at needymeds.org or go to fundfinder.org. Those are search tools that can help you figure out which organizations are available in your area. If you are in the hospital, for example, ask for someone called the Patient Financial Navigator. That is a person. Just be straight with them. I need help covering these medicines that I'm going to need when I leave the hospital. What can I do? And then finally, if you go to the manufacturer and you are underinsured or uninsured, they will also have programs that can discount or provide that medicine to you for free.
But I think you said something that
you have to qualify.
It bears repeating. Don't go without your drugs.
Don't go without your medicine.
Really quickly, last question. Can you get a better deal at one pharmacy versus another?
100%. It shouldn't be this way. Drug pricing is so not transparent.
I thought it was standard. I didn't know that.
It is not standard in any way, shape, or form. So it behooves you to ask, to negotiate, and to sometimes ask about the different prices and shop around.
That's good advice.
Great tips.
Thank you,
Great
Vicki.
tips. All right, Mr. Roker, what are we looking at over there, good sir?
Okay, well, as we told you, lots of cold air. We've got lake effect snow. The leeward side of the Great Lakes going to be a mess. Fire risk continuing in the central Rockies. and we've got sunshine to cloudy conditions along the West Coast. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Don't forget, check us out, Today Show Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 108. But right now, best time of the morning, Pop
All right, guys, let's get to it. We're going to start Pop Start off with Spotify. What's old is new again, in case you haven't all heard. All things 2016 are indeed back, including the music. And according to Spotify, there's been nearly an 800% increase in user-generated 2016 playlists since January 1st. Those top tracks include Let Me Love You. It was by DJ Snake and Bieber. Lean on Me by Major Lazer. Lush Life is a Zara Larsson song that's back now. Another Bieber song called Sorry, and One Dance by
Oh, that was a
Drake.
banger.
What was the top song on Billboard's chart back a decade ago? Well, here it is.
16? You like the way you look that much. Oh, baby, you should go and love yourself.
A little Plaza throwback. Love Yourself. 2016 was a big year for Justin Bieber, apparently. Right? Ranked #1 just a decade ago. Speaking of the Plaza throwbacks, up next is Hillary Duff. You know, there's some moments in Today's Show concert history that just live on forever, thanks to the internet. There's Fergie's flips. And remember we had Ricky Martin, that massive crowd, one of the biggest ones we've ever had. And now there's this Hillary Duff dance.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so Hillary just performed her very first headlining show. It's been nearly 20 years, and during her concert in London, the crowd went crazy when she invited a few fans on stage to do the iconic With Love dance with her. There's some of that one. Hillary's next stop on her sold-out tour is headed to Toronto before she makes her way stateside next week.
Oh, pretty cool.
Keep an eye on Hillary Duff. Next up, Sphere, the Vegas venue. Only opened up a few years ago, but it's quickly becoming a must-see attraction thanks to its immersive show, or shows like the reimagining of The Wizard of Oz. Well, it looks like those monkeys might be flying all across the country. Sphere Entertainment working on a new structure set to open in Washington, D.C. in the metro area. The plans are for a bit smaller scale design of Sphere. It'd be around 6,000 seats inside the venue compared to that one in Vegas that holds 18,000.
In just a few years, the DMV is going to have the Sphere. They're going to have that amazing Washington Commanders Stadium.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I saw the renderings of that.
Yeah. That's all going to fit into a Department of Motor Vehicles?
I know. You realize when you say DMV, most people are thinking
Maryland, Virginia, D.C.
No, we don't.
If you know, you know.
Next up, Matt
everybody
Damon.
knows.
Matt's been making the rounds with his buddy Ben Affleck. They were here, too. Of course, they're promoting their Netflix movie, The Rip. In a recent conversation on Joe Rogan's podcast, Matt revealing how writing scripts for streaming is an entirely different ballgame than for the theater.
The standard way to make an action movie that we learned was, you know, you usually have like 3 set pieces, one in the first act, one in the second, one in the third, and you know, they kind of ramp up, and the big one with all the explosions, and you spend most of your money on that one in the third act. That's your kind of finale. And now they're like, can we get a big one in the first 5 minutes to get somebody, you know, we want people to stay.
Yeah.
And, you know, it wouldn't be terrible if you reiterated the plot 3 or 4 times in the dialogue, because people are on their phones while they're watching, you know what I mean? And so then
That's crazy, right? That's how you have to change the way you philosophically produce the movie.
And if you,
Although, you remember the old James Bond movies? Those always started out with those most incredible action sequences.
Yeah.
The 007 ones.
We have no attention span.
That's right. Finally, Luke Combs, our buddy Willie, hosted another Sunday Sit Down Live last night, this time in Nashville with country music superstar Luke. He was his guest, the 2-time CMA Entertainer of the Year, opening up about the growing popularity of country music.
You know, I remember growing up as a kid, you would ask somebody, well, what kind of music do you like? They'd be like, well, I like anything but country, was like the answer people would say. That always blew my mind a little bit, where I'm like, man, it'd be like saying you don't like country music, it's like saying you don't like bread. Right. Like, there's so many kinds of bread. Like, what are you talking about? Like, even if you don't like this kind, you might like that kind. Have you tried the cheese kind? It's really good.
That's a good point. It is. Yeah, there's lots of different types of country music now. Luke went on to surprise the audience there. The first ever live performance of Sleepless in a Hotel Room. That's the latest single off his upcoming album. Great evening at City Winery. Again, that was in Nashville. The venue sponsor. Luke's new album, The Way I Am, drops March 20th, and Willie's interviews airs next Sunday, February 1st. Be sure and check that.
You're a music aficionado. What's your take on it? Like,
on what? Country music? Oh, it's great. Yeah, love it.
But I mean,
how much time do we have?
It's
That's a big
become
one.
more popular? Do you think?
Oh,
it's
for
just
sure.
One of
It's
those
like
things
arguably the most popular form of
Although,
music.
if you even look in back into the 70s, you look on the American Top 40, country music was part of the top 40
And when you
even back
grew
then.
up in Texas or Kansas,
South Carolina. Yeah, it's been around.
Yeah.
I think the definition of country has definitely expanded.
Depends who you ask. There's purists out there, like my
That's
buddy
true.
Blake, who might have an opinion on what country music should be. And then there's other people who say, hey, like, it's evolved like all of us.
See, that was the analysis that I wanted.
Yeah.
That's
good. Yeah, good job.
We'll get more during the break. I'll tell you what I really think.
And then maybe you can explain this DMV thing.
Oh, my goodness. Still ahead, the weather outside may be frightful, but your skin doesn't have to be. Dr. Michelle Henry is here with the best ways to winterize our bodies head to toe. But first, your local news. We are back at 8:30 on a Tuesday morning. It is a cold one today, but we have a huge crowd filled with smiling faces out here on the plaza. A lot of nurses and future nurses among our crowd today.
Come on, let's hear it for the nurses. Yeah! Happy CRNA week.
Absolutely.
Man, and Rutgers is here. We see you, Rutgers.
Yes.
By the way, look at that sign over there. It says, girls trip made it out of the group chat.
Oh, that's cute.
That's well done.
Cute. That's
well done. Just ahead, if you are looking to give your home a New Year's makeover, Becky Strum is ready to help us. Becky's going to walk us through the top interior design trends that the experts say are going to define 2026.
All right, fair enough. Also coming up, focusing on a key tool on today's food, from seasoning to cleaning. Have you ever wondered if you're taking proper care of your cast iron skillet? Are you doing it the right way? Well, we've got Eric Kim here from the New York Times here to answer all your questions.
Love his column in the Times. Ahead on the third hour, we got the Crown star, Claire Foy. She's going to be live sharing her moving new film and her remarkable co-star, a hawk.
Oh, wow.
I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah, some sort of bird sound. You guys, we have a very special guest out here who's responsible for a lot of the cheers you may hear.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry it's so cold, but you have some news that might heat us up a little.
I'm hoping. I'm very, very hoping so. Yeah, I'm so excited. Get to be back here in New York, where everything started for me. We've been working on this project for about 10 years now. We've gone all over the world, and we're finally getting to bring Magic Mike live to New York City.
Magic Mike live. And you're bringing it back to New York City. What is it about New York City that you love?
I mean, look. I mean, it's got the. I mean. I came here to follow dreams, and I mean, that's what this place is for me. I just love New York. You can find anything in the world here, and I don't know, it's just like the heart of hearts for me.
Usually you can find like 3 or 4 of everything in the world.
Some things you weren't looking for.
Yeah.
You've got some great
Sometimes
news.
it's a good thing, sometimes it's not.
You've got some great news for folks here on the plaza, too,
Yes.
as well, right?
Everybody here at the plaza gets a pair of tickets to Magic Mike Live.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you can
Who brought the tickets?
Wow. Oh, that's great.
I can't wait. Magic Mike Live. I hear their acrobatics. It's an amazing show. In fact, he's sticking around. He's going to tell us more about the show. We might even get a little clip of it. We're going to get a little performance of it coming up.
He's actually announcing that Craig Carson and I are going to be in Magic Mike Live.
We're going to do it. No.
They didn't cheer for that.
No one would come and see that.
Actually, they would pay us. They
not do it.
pay us to leave.
Al wants to be in the Magic Mike Live show.
Come on, Al, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'll get you right up there.
All right.
Give us a little body roll, Al.
Let's see a body roll, Al. Come on. Here we go. Here we go, Al. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's warm it up.
Unfortunately, the name Jelly Roll's already been taken. Anyway, let's show you what we got going. I'm sorry. You're welcome, America, for that image. Today, we're going to be looking at blustery conditions across the Great Lakes. Out west, nice and warm, cool down south. We get toward the end of the week, lake effect machine cranking up. Plenty of sun out west. But then by the end of the week, we got that west coast storm developing, and it's going to head south, and it could be a real problem. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest.
Is that all? Is that all we have for today?
That's it.
All right,
I think I pulled
called something.
Up next, does the cold of winter have your skin looking less than its best? Have no fear. Dr. Henry is here with simple solutions that will have you glowing in no time. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back at 8:37 with your health. Winter weather like this week's brutal cold doesn't just dry you out. It can cause real damage from head to toe. So thankfully, we have Dr. Michelle Henry, a Today contributor and New York-based dermatologist here with expert tips to winterize your skin.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's dig right in. So first of all, you have sunscreen here. I have to be honest, I don't think about it in the winter.
No,
I know. So what do you recommend?
So unfortunately, you know, the sun's rays don't go on winter vacation. So it can actually be worse in the winter.
Really? I think we just associate it with, frankly, heat.
No.
Yeah.
And like when it snows, days like today, you're actually reflecting the lights. You're actually getting even more. You're double dipping when it's snowing.
Okay.
When you're skiing, the higher up you are.
That definitely makes sense.
Exactly. You're getting 10% more. So we really want to pack on our sunscreen. So we have some favorites here.
Okay.
I love this one by La Roche-Posay. It's 100% mineral. It's tinted. It works for everyone. This is one of my favorites. I wear it every single day.
Which one is this one?
This is Elta MD.
Okay.
It has a little lactic acid in it. So if you're prone to breaking out, which a lot of people don't use sunscreen because they're afraid they're going to break out, absolute favorite. And this one is so yummy. This is by Shiseido. It's a stick. It's easy
glamorous.
to use. It's glamorous. Most delicious texture. One of my absolute favorites.
What's the minimum SPF that you recommend?
SPF 30 for daily use.
30.
SPF 50 if you're outside for more than an hour. Always reapply every 2 hours.
Okay. And I read in the notes you talk about layering and how that's important.
Yes,
Let's
so
talk about that
layering
a
is
little
so important. The same way that we layer our clothes to have optimal warmth during the winter.
Okay.
You know, the winter air is essentially a moisture vampire. So we need to layer to have optimal moisturization. So we start out with something like a humectant serum. So all of these serums.
as soon as you wash your face, you start with the serum?
First thing you do. And leave it a little damp. Like dry it, but a little bit damp. So this has hyaluronic acid. It's going to just infuse your skin with moisture. The next step, you want a barrier cream. So all of these barrier creams have a little bit of ceramides, some fatty acids. So like this rock one that I absolutely love, they're going to fill in all those cracks.
Do they work together? I find myself sometimes using a serum and then like trying to wait for a second. I'm like, does it need to sink in before I do the next thing?
The best ones absorb quickly.
Okay.
And all of these absorb quickly so you can get your layer on, right? So these are going to fill in those cracks between your skin so it functions optimally, fortify and strengthen it. And then last but not least, when you're really dry, slap on some Vaseline.
Doing old school, really?
Old school. That old school slugging is perfect. It helps to really lock everything in so you hold the moisture.
What about for people who worry about breaking out with all those layers?
So you have to use the right product. So actually, Vaseline is not comedogenic, meaning it does not clog your pores. Now, if you have something that clogs your pores underneath it, it's going to get worse. That's its own thing, but it's not clog your pores.
Okay. All right, let's talk about what's next here. You say it's not just your face that needs a little TLC.
Yes, your hands. So I see a lot of hand eczema, and winter is like
hand eczema.
And it's like the perfect storm. Cold air, hot water, alcohol sanitizers, and our hands don't have enough oil glands. So what I love these hand creams. They're tiny, one in your pocket, one in your purse, one at your desk, and then my favorite tip is the overnight glove tip. So I love to put a nice creamy moisturizer on my hands. I put on a nice glove.
You just leave them on at night?
Leave them on at night, and they're nice and soft. I did it last night, as you can see here. And if you feel my hands, they're much softer than they were yesterday.
No, it's good. And I've seen little things you can buy in the store that have the kits with
I love these. I love the gel-lined ones. It's super nice to lock it in.
Talk to me about skincare packaging and what we should be looking for when we're shopping.
So during the winter, you want to embrace the jar. So if we look in here, you know, a jar is meant to hold a very thick cream. You know, this is not going to come out of a pump, right?
I love cream.
So you want a thick cream. Just scoop that up, layer it all over your body. It's going to give you that additional moisture. So embrace the jar. It has less water and more oil, so that's critical. And then if you can't read those hard-to-reach places or can't reach them, a nice back applicator is critical.
Never use one of those either.
Yeah, so a lot of my patients come in, their wife is traveling, no one to put their moisturizer on their back. They now have eczema on the back. Exactly. Do it yourself.
We're out of time, but a humidifier was the last one.
Absolutely
so get that
critical.
humidifier and we'll be good to go.
Exactly.
Good advice, Dr. Henry. Thank you. As always, Craig?
All right, thank you. Coming up, even more bright ideas. Becky Strum is here. Becky is about to guide us through the year's new and somewhat unexpected trends when it comes to home decor. But first, this is Today on NBC. And welcome back. If you're wondering what home decor is going to look like in 2026, we've got you covered this morning. From lighting, colors, textures, to the details that make a house feel like a home. Becky Strum from Mansion Global here to break down the year's hottest trends. Becky, good morning. Welcome to the Today Show. This first one might be my favorite. It's something called Analog Joy.
Yes.
Explain that.
So this is really about unplugging and slowing down. It's about carving out a space in our home. Maybe it's the den or family room where you remove the screens. It's novel, but you remove the screens and you replace it with things to connect with family. So every household, it will look different.
Yeah.
Some people will be putting a round table and chairs for board games, Scrabble. Maybe it's setting up a puzzle for the family.
Yeah.
Others are going to line a wall with bookshelves and create a beautiful seating area to sit and read together. And still others maybe want a more energetic layout and they want a ping pong table or billiards.
I like that.
Yeah.
Statement stones and bold materials are a thing for 2026?
The minimalist kitchen, if you can believe it, is out.
Oh.
So those white
Sounds like we have to redo our kitchen.
So we're thinking about olives, stone that is purple, plum. Maybe the veining is really dramatic and busy. And that is a practical purpose as well, because that beautiful Carrara marble is lovely, but it chips easily and it stains easily.
Yes, it
and
does.
It's a handful to take care of. So having something a little more forgiving is good for all of us.
Next trend is all about classical design. It's something called heritage design.
Heritage design. This is all about putting the focus of our interiors on the little architectural embellishments instead of the fast fashion of furniture. So this means adding things like wainscoting, like crown molding, like built-in bookshelves, maybe a lovely bench under a window or a niche at the end of the hallway for a design moment. It's about layering these things that make a home feel polished and a little bit nostalgic for the past.
Personal art and storytelling. This sounds like another great
This is my favorite. I think the best way to do this is to just take a piece of artwork from your kid and put it in an absolutely beautiful frame, and it adds so much whimsy to a room. But this is all about what I like to call anti-AI design.
Yes.
And it's anything human-made. So quilts are an amazing example of this. Nothing makes a room feel warmer than a quilt that someone has spent so much time and energy on.
The things that hang on our walls should mean something.
They should absolutely mean something. Yeah.
Last but not least, lighting. Lighting by design. What do you mean by that?
So this is honestly a wellness trend as much as it is a design trend. People are learning that that harsh blue light messes up our sleep. It messes up our circadian rhythm. So it's about removing those harsh overhead can lighting and instead layering lamps, floor lamps, sconces, table lamps to keep it all below eye level, especially in rooms before we wind down for the evening. So the family room, the living room, the bedroom, especially, we want that lighting to be below our eyes, which signals to us that it's time to rest.
Oh.
Yeah.
So do away with the harsh overheads.
Yes, do away. Get them out of your house and replace with this layered lighting that is soft and it makes us feel better, which is what we want in 2026.
Becky, thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is your first time on the show. You crushed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Daly?
Great job, Becky. We've got Eric Kim here, our buddy, food expert from the New York Times, going to answer your searing questions about a very valuable tool in any kitchen. That's the great cast iron skillet. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with Today Food. This morning, we're focusing on cast iron skillets and the best way to use and care for them. New York Times food columnist Eric Kim is here to tell us all of his sizzling secrets and a delicious skillet pork chop to come. I can say Happy New Year to you, Eric. I haven't seen you. I think you were here in October making some pasta for us. Good to have you back. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's just start with the skillet. What's so special about it? I know you can do everything from sear meat to make bread in it.
Yes, I love the skillet because it's just such a versatile pan. The cast iron skillet is one piece of metal, and I think everyone should have it. It's sort of a nice pan that grows with you as you cook through your life.
All skillets aren't created equal. How do you know to find a good one? Are they super? This is Lodge. This is a good company. This is a great company, but there's lots of different ones out there.
Yeah, I have to say that with cast iron, you don't have to go too expensive because it's really just a piece of metal, and I think cooking is not as difficult as people make it out to be. I think they've in the past people have been cooking with cast iron for generations. So
yeah, this goes way back to
Yeah.
the old campfire and
It's
make
an old
the
thing.
original one pot.
Yes.
All right, what are you making for us today
So
in
we're
the
gonna
skillet?
make a pork chop that gets seared in the cast iron. One tip I really love to tell people to make the cast iron non-stick, you want to heat it first, and then you add the oil.
That's a good question
And
because
it
there's a lot of
creates-
seasoning going on
Exactly.
with these things. What do you have to do anything before you start cooking with your cast iron? Do you just pull it out and you're suggesting some oil?
You can start cooking with it right away. I think the one thing is you could season it, which is wiping the pan with oil and then putting it in the oven.
Okay.
In like a 350-degree oven until it starts to smoke like this. And what that's doing is it's the fat and the metal are like combining and forming a thin layer. And that thin layer is what makes things non-stick.
So this is the best application for the skillet, what you're about to do is searing meat. Yeah.
Especially a fatty meat like pork.
Yeah.
Do you cook with cast iron?
I do, but it's intimidating because of the whole cleaning factor.
Oh, I know.
You know, I don't really know what to do with it when it's done.
So people shouldn't worry about the cleaning. All you really need to do is take some salt. I like using Morton coarse kosher salt, and when it's done, when it's in the dishwasher.
So no soap and water.
No soap and water, but you can use soap and water.
Right.
People really are afraid about that, but just some salt and like take a scrub and scrub it down and rinse it. The most important thing is cast iron rusts. So you really, when it hits moisture, so what you want to do is after you wash it and dry it off, take a paper towel with some oil and just really, really like wipe the inside with it.
But if it is rusted, you can bring it back. Don't
You
throw
can
it
bring
away.
it back, yeah. Just wash it with soap and water again. And so it's really the oil, you know, wiping it down and making sure you're kind of like lubricating it. Kind of like when you put moisturizer on your face in the morning. Yeah.
So you're doing a little pork chop here. You're just going to sear it for 2 or 3 minutes and flip it over.
Just going to sear it.
Uncle Al, you cook with cast iron?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You put it right on your grill?
You have your
I have my
mother's.
mother's cast iron.
Oh, lovely. See?
Yeah.
That's a nice piece to hand down.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a piece of cast iron that's been seasoned over the generations. Yeah, we can flip that if you'd like. That's been seasoned over the generations means that it's going to stay non-stick. Like a really old cast iron's shiny and beautiful. So with this pork chop, I really love making a pan sauce. It's kind of like my little
can you use
secret.
use like
oh
a
yeah,
meat
go
press?
ahead. I like a meat press because it makes sure that the surface area of the meat really like hits the flat surface of the cast iron. Okay,
What's in this sauce? This sauce is amazing.
Let's go. I'm glad you
What's
like the
going in here?
sauce.
I'm gonna start
So
loading it up.
shichimi togarashi. This is a 7-spice Japanese blend. It has chili. It has a little citrus zest. And I also like to use maple syrup and soy. Maple syrup adds sweetness and body. Soy sauce adds savoriness. Thank you, Carson.
You got it.
And then when you're done with the pork chops, you take them out and you just add that liquid mixture into the pan. And it bubbles up immediately.
Could you use that sauce with like chicken?
Yeah, you can use it with anything.
Fantastic.
And I think what's lovely about this is you have this gorgeous sauce. It emulsifies with the butter. This is sort of my like trick. I love having a buttery pan sauce like this. And then you pour it over the pork chops.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
What do you like about pork?
I like
Because pork chops have
Is that a trick
evolved since
question?
the 70s and 80s. When, I think
The
of my,
other white
God
meat.
bless my mother, but the
other
pork chops
white
were
meat.
just dehydrated, canyon onion soup.
Gray, yeah.
And they were gray.
Yeah.
But now you can cook pork to what? The final temperature can be a little bit less, and it can be like a steak.
It can be like a steak. I really just love the fat cap of a pork chop, right? I love like chewing on that. I like when pork tastes like pork. That sounds weird, but a little salt and pepper in this pan sauce really brings out the flavors of the dish. Would you like to try some?
I would love to.
good.
What is the citrus play here? You had a little citrus in there, now you're going to carry it over?
So I like to do a little lime zest. And what this does is it echoes the citrus zest that's in the shichimi togarashi. We're getting a little smoky. That's the joy of this. I highly recommend.
It's what it's like working with Snoop.
I recommend looking for shichimi togarashi in your grocery store because it's this tiny little bottle, red bottle, and it adds like the spectrum of flavor.
Wow, that's really
Is it find in like a traditional grocery store?
It's got some heat in the Asian section.
Eric's the best. Thank you so much. This recipe and more on the website, today.com/food. And we're back with the 3rd and 4th hours of today after a quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
Delicious.
Well done.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Eric.
Yeah,
Great to
thanks
see you
for
again.
having
This is
me.
awesome.
Come, is it like
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.